Hi friends, I hope you're all having a wonderful day and I hope you're having a wonderful week. Today we're going to be working on an apartment for some Sims that are roommates in a love triangle. Before we get started, I do want to mention that I have moved. So if my audio is a little echoey, we have not gotten everything in here yet or everything settled yet. And a lot of our stuff is still at our old place. And if the audio is different, then yeah, that's why I have a new setup. Well, not a new setup. It's all my same stuff in the same location on the same desk, but a new setup in the new home, like in a new spot. And it might be a little echoey, and the audio might be a little bit different. And hopefully, you can't hear the AC running in the background. It is Texas, so I cannot turn the AC off. So hopefully, you cannot hear it. I do have my fan next to me turned off, but I have to keep the AC on or I will melt to death. So, this is this apartment, and I hope that you will like it. I went into this knowing my concept was some roommates in a love triangle, and I knew that I wanted to use lots of dark woods and maybe some green and just make a really dark, cozy, sort of like, I don't know, it kind of gives me vibes of like maybe one of them is like a teacher or professor of some kind. Um, that just feels like it because of like the dark woods and the more like it gives me like a studious vibe. But all three Sims have their very distinct personalities and their distinct hobbies, and they're all just their own person, but they all really like each other. And I think that maybe they'll all end up together. But for now, they just know that they all have crushes on each other, or, they each know who they have a crush on, which is the other person. They are, in my head, all female Sims, or maybe non binary Sims. And I think they're just all more of a feminine person. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing here today. This is going to be the living room setup. And then the first hobby we are placing down is for the sim in this bedroom in the corner, behind this little bathroom here. So the first door on the right there is going to be the sim that is interested in crystal creations. They like to make jewelry, they like to do things with crystals, and are maybe a little bit witchy. Maybe they're very interested in magic. And yeah, that's kind of the idea for that sim. And then when we get to the kitchen, you will notice that there is a lot of things for baking. I can't remember if I added a mixer, but I might add a mixer before I post this to the gallery because I do think that that would work really well with the sim who I pictured to be a baker, which is going to be the sim in the door to the left right here, that doorway on the other side of that wall that the other sim's door is on. And then the third and final sim on the other side of the apartment is going to be into reading and writing and maybe all things academic. So I do think that all these bookshelves in here are their books, and maybe that this is their apartment. Maybe they are the main ones on the lease, or maybe they own this apartment, or the apartment's in their family. But that is kind of the concept that I had for this build is, roommates that are all crushing on each other and all just really into their own separate hobbies. I will say that all of the rooms in this apartment, except for one, all kind of match the general color scheme that we have going on in here, the kind of dark woods, beiges, the red brick, the green colors. And then the room for the sim who likes to bake is going to be completely different, way more modern. They like to bake, they like video gaming, I think they would, because they have kind of a gaming setup. And their room is going to be a lot more modern, a lot more bright and colorful, and very, very different from all the other bedrooms. But I think that that makes sense. And then the hall bathroom in the end of the video, I don't know if I did it off camera or not, but at the very end, I do add or change, I should say, the clutter in the hall bathroom to match the vibes of the more modern colorful sim. So we add a few pieces of decor in there that kind of match her vibes, so that it seems more like that's her bathroom. I do think that the Sims, when they have friends over, their friends will use their corresponding bathroom. So if the author Sim has a friend over, the author Sim's friend will use their bathroom. But if the baker Sim has a friend come over, they will use the baker's bathroom. So that maybe not all Sims are using the baker Sim's bathroom, because it is the hall bathroom. So I thought that was kind of a good idea. But this is going to be the living room area. We have this couch from Dream Home Decorator that I've pieced together. And then these pillows are from the base game Unlock event we had a few months ago. I really hope that they bring all those items back for everyone to have, because I do still dislike that concept. And then over here is going to be the Crystal Creations table for the jewelry making sim. And then the coffee table, I think, is the cats and dogs table. This little side table here is from For Rent. And then these bookcases, I think, are from Discover University. And I think they're really, really pretty. But here you can see I'm kind of adding these different bakery pastry cases that I think obviously the baker sim uses. And then we get a cute little plant and some pots and pans, another fruit cake over here. And then I think we had like a little scale and just a few various things in the kitchen. It's very cluttered. It's very cute. And I do think that that is the baker sim's favorite room in the house other than their room. But I think that they do keep their more fun colored things in their room. And then this space is a little bit more neutral. I feel like maybe if I do add a mixer, I'll add it in a bright color so that it matches that Sims vibes, and it's like the one thing in the kitchen that's clearly theirs because it matches the colors of their room. Maybe there's like a purple mixer. I think that that could be a really fun idea. I might do that before I upload this to the gallery. If you would like to download this, it will be on the gallery by the time this video goes up. And you could find that under my ID, which is AudynRo, AUDYNRO. And all that information will be down below. I did not write down yet how much this apartment comes in at or what lot it's built on. But you can see up in the corner, it is built on 122 Hakim House. I don't remember what part of San Myshuno it is in, but it is a San Myshuno apartment. I also think that one of these Sims, I don't remember which one, has a cat or a dog. I think it's a dog because I don't think I added a litter box. So I do think that one of these Sims has a dog, but I don't know if I put any pet items in any of the rooms. So maybe it's just like a apartment dog that they all share. But, you know, if one of them ends up moving out at some point, that would be kind of sad. So let me know what you think about whose pet this is, whose dog this is. But over here we end up with these Crystal Creations cabinets because I wanted some kind of something right there, and these came in the right wood swatch, and then I filled them up with a bunch of items from Crystal Creations. I think maybe that these are obviously the jewelry Sims items. I think that they all have their own things in this room. So the jewelry Sim has the Crystal Creations table, and then these shelves with all the crystal creating stuff in it. And then the author Sim and the writer Sim, or the book loving author, has all these bookshelves that are their books. And then maybe the lounge chair in the corner by the fireplace is their favorite chair that they curl up and read in. And then the baking sim obviously has a bunch of stuff in the kitchen. So I tried to put a piece of all of them in the communal living spaces, and I think that it worked out really well. And then I'm just kind of grabbing some ceiling decor to kind of make the space more vertical and kind of bring in things from the ceiling, because sometimes I tend to forget that. But now we moved on into the first Sims room, and this is going to be the bedroom for the book loving Sim. We end up with a bunch of wall cases bookcases on the wall. There we go. Above the bed, or maybe not above the bed. Maybe it's just on the sides of the bed. I don't think we wrap it around the top. And then I think we get the really pretty painting from not For Rent, Love Struck. We get the really pretty Love Struck painting, but I am adding some more texture to these walls. We get this brown paneling from, honestly, I don't remember what pack that's from. Some of the wallpapers are really difficult for me to remember what comes in what pack. Wallpapers and occasionally flooring, but really wallpapers are hard for me to remember. And then we grab these really pretty lanterns. That painting is from Love Struck. And then over here is going to be a wardrobe and a dresser. I think they're both from For Rent because I love these. I think it's so cool to have a set that's like a wardrobe and a dresser in the same style and the same pack. And then we're going to put a desk over here for the sim to write all their books and work on all of their writing projects and everything over there. And now we are just trying to find a chair that matches the bedroom, but also kind of the vibes in the living room, because that was what I was imagining, was that the sim kind of decorated most of the apartment. Maybe they lived here first and then their roommates moved in. I almost said movemates roomed in. I am stumbling over my words. It's been a very, very long 2 weeks. But over here is going to be a little ottoman. And then I think we work on these bookcases, which I think we end up using the Book Nook ones because they just look so good. And they're the right swatch of wood tone that I was using in this room and in this build. And then over here, we just get another little reading chair, I think also from possibly Dream Home Decorator. Or maybe I use, yes, Dream Home Decorator. But the different one than the one in the living room. And then this little bump out right here is blocking one of the items that stays on the wall, the like historical plaque, because it was kind of annoying. And I also thought it just gave this room more shape. And then we grab these bookcases over here, these little stack of books, and then this little book tray and some books by the bed, and then a couple items on the bedside table, and some decor over here. If you like this build, let me know. If you have any ideas for any other apartments, let me know. I do have a bunch of builds recorded, and I have a build that I built a few months ago that is a giant family ranch, and I really want to post that. I'm just kind of intimidated because before them, it is like 49 minutes. So it's going to be like an hour-long video, and I just don't know how I feel about uploading that because I watch hour-long speed builds all the time. Like the people that I like to watch, they sometimes upload like 45-minute to an hour-long speed builds. Like Jessica Pie, her videos are always like an hour long, and I watch every single second of it and just eat it up. It's perfect. I love it so much. But when it comes to my content, I get anxious about uploading longer videos. I feel like the sweet spot for most people is like 15-minute videos, sometimes like 22-minute videos. But anything beyond that, I get worried that people won't watch it or like it or think that it's kind of silly of me. But that's so silly because I don't do that for anyone. I love longer videos. I watch every single video anyone posts that I follow. So I think it's just my own anxieties, but let me know if you would watch that. And I do have it all ready to go. I have to put the screenshots in still. I think I've taken them. I'm not sure. This was a very old video. I don't know if I have, but there would be a lot of screenshots. So it would probably be like an hour-long video. Let me know if you would watch it or not, because I really am really proud of that build. I'm just feeling a little bit anxious about it. So let me know down below what you think. I wanted to use that big mirror, but it did not come in the right wood swatch. So we end up using this one from Eco Lifestyle that I use a lot because it comes in so many good colors and it just fits and it's really thin and I just like it a lot. And then this room also has a lot of plants. We get this little shoe rack here and then some more clutter over here on the bookshelves because they were looking kind of empty. Also, if you hear kind of a rattling noise in the background, my dog is playing in the blinds. She really wants to look out the back door and people watch. We live our apartment, oh, shows up against a really busy street, and she really wants to look out the back door and look at stuff. But the problem is that our back porch, the like fencing around it is really really tall, and it's like a fence that would like fence in a yard. So there's not really a way to look out it. So she's over there playing in the blinds, trying to desperately see through the little pieces in the fence, but she can't because she's not Superman and doesn't have X-ray vision. But she still tries. Sorry for her little bark. She might be seeing people outside. So Amelia is playing in the blinds, but this is going to be this hallway that is right by the front door. I did make my own little entry to the door because the door for this apartment did not match the vibes I was going for at all. You might notice that I do that in most of my apartments because the inability to change the front door is incredibly frustrating. It's so annoying. Like, we can change the windows now, but we can't change the doors. And I guess that has something to do with, like, the way the game knows your space and your area. And it's kind of maybe more difficult to change the front door without mods. So I understand, but it's still annoying. So I will continue to make my own front door. And then the door to the left of the bathroom, or to the right, the door right beside the front door is the hall bath. And then over here is going to be the sim who is into crystals and jewelry. And they have this bed from the industrial loft kit. And then the nightstands end up being those wall kind of shadow box-esque cabinets from the Crystal Creations pack. And then we do end up adding some wardrobes in this bedroom and the other bedroom that it shares a wall with. They kind of move around a bunch, but they both end up with wardrobes. The primary suite does not have a wardrobe, but that's okay. I think that the way that one came out was really nice, and that's all right. But we do get another wardrobe in here. And then I don't remember what else. I'm feeling like maybe we get a vanity, but it might also be a desk. It's very possible that it's a desk. I think all three rooms have their own desks and computers. This one ends up using this typewriter. I thought it kind of matched their vibe a little bit more than a more modern computer would. I think this is a modern computer, like it's a modern tablet on like a typewriter keyboard. But I thought that it was like the least modern-ish computer we have. I just thought it matched their vibe. Those are those cabinets I was just talking about, and then these fit perfectly up here. And I do think that maybe this sim is very much into family and photos and all of that. All of those sorts of things. And then I think we add a bookcase in this corner because I wasn't really sure what to put over here, but I don't remember. I think we do. Yes, we do. You know, even if you're not like an author or super into reading, you tend to have a few books. So I thought it looked really nice over there. And then we add a rug. I really don't remember what rug. I did build this a couple weeks ago, like about 2 weeks ago, before I moved and before I found out that I was going to have to move. Well, not have to move. We got to move. So I don't really remember every single decision I made or what order I made them in, but that's okay. We get some little candlesticks over here because I don't think I've used these yet, and I thought they were really pretty. And then we're just kind of cluttering up this desk. I do think we get possibly some clutter from the Crystal Creations pack, but I might be wrong. I feel like that would have been really cute if I had added them, but I'm not sure if I did. Your guess is as good as mine. I did add a couple pieces. This little ring holder, or maybe the ring holder goes over, yep, the ring holder goes over there, and then this is like a different working kind of jewelry kit. And then I'm just kind of moving things around on the makeshift nightstands to kind of decorate the space a little bit. I don't really remember what we put on there, but maybe some candles. As I was gonna say that. This little tray is really cute, and I think we put curtains in here. I don't know if I recorded putting curtains in here or not. She is really messing up the blinds, and I have a plant temporarily hanging from the top railing of those blinds because I bought it thinking that it would go on one of the hooks that is previously on my new porch. But then I got it home and realized that it's an indoor only plant and it can only be in partial, like part of the day sun and in only up to 80 degrees. And it's currently like 105 in Texas. So that plant's staying inside. It's hanging on the top of the blind. So I'm a little nervous that she's going to knock it down. But she currently just went to go lay in her bed. So yeah, but these are the curtains that I do add. I did add them on camera. The ones on the left wall are from the Desert Lux kit, and the other ones are from For Rent. And then I think that we are going to go work on the bathrooms. I think I only show one of the bathrooms. All three of them have everything the same, all the same walls and doors and not appliances. Not appliances. Utilities, maybe? Plumbing? They have all the same things. They're just in slightly different orientations to match like where the door is. But we do end up with kind of like not glass walls. Why am I struggling so bad? Windows. We end up with windows and a glass door. That's what I was trying to say. And then the new wall shower from the new pack from Lovestruck. And then we get like this little chair in there. And then later we add some clutter up on this one. This is the bathroom that I mentioned that the clutter in it is going to change color. And we're going to add a couple more pieces of clutter at the very end of the build to kind of bring in the aspect that this is the baking Sims bathroom. But there is 3 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms in this apartment. Which you've probably figured out. But I don't remember what sink we end up using. Is it the high school years one or is it the base game one? It's the base game one because it has the wood swatch I wanted and it kind of tiles together nicely when you scoot them together. And then this For Rent mirror is what we end up using because it's just so pretty. I think I end up using like 20 times in every voiceover or in like maybe like twice a minute per minute in the voiceover. So I apologize for that. And I use this shelf in every build, but it is perfect for every single bathroom. Now we are on to the final bedroom. So as you can see already, the vibe is kind of different and the room is a little bit smaller, but I do love the way this room comes out. We get this desk from Lovestruck. They end up with this little streaming computer and then the bed from Pastel Pop. And then these bookshelves are from Tiny Living. But we end up with lots of purple, a couple posters, I think possibly, and a mirror, and this pretty nightstand from high school years. And then the other one is from base game. This plant is in every room in the house because these walls are so tall and I needed some kind of vertical decor. We get this little wardrobe. I know that they have the big closet, but you can never have enough storage space, okay? Especially if all of your stuff is in one room. And then this little dresser from Tiny Living. We get a clock. We get the star mirror from Base Game, I believe. I think we grab a lava lamp over on this nightstand. And then we get some clutter on the floor. I think the high school years one. And then just some makeup. And a bunch of stuff on the walls, like some neon wall art, or signs, neon wall signs. And we grab a record player from the Party Essentials kit, I believe. Here's the floor clutter I was talking about. And then some records, because we do it. Ooh. Sometimes I'm talking and I'm like, thinking really far ahead of what I'm saying, and so then I start saying what I'm thinking I'm going to say at the same time as saying what I'm saying, and so I stumble over what I'm saying, and that's on ADHD. Anyway, we do add this record player, and so then it kind of makes sense to have the records on the desk, and then we get all these records up on this wall. I think this sim has a lot of interest. They love my goodness. Slow down, Auden. They love baking and music and streaming. and video games, and they just love a lot of things. And I think that this is a really bubbly sim. Like, I think they just love a lot of things, and they're just a love bug. They love people, they love, they love, I feel like maybe the dog is theirs or it was theirs to begin with, and now it's everyone's. But they just love things, and they're just a joyful sim to be around. And now we're going back into this bathroom and adding the rest of the decor I talked about earlier before we go back to that last bedroom and finish decorating it a little bit more. But this is the changes I made in this bathroom. We add a purple rug, we change some of the clutter colors on the sinks, and then we add like a little shelf over here, and then a couple pieces of clutter around this chair, just to kind of make it look more cluttered the way that their bedroom does. And yeah, so I have not taken the screenshots of this yet, so they're not in the video yet, so I don't know how long this video is, but I hope that you liked it. Again, let me know what you think about my ranch build and if I should post it even though it's long. One last time, you can find this on the gallery under AudynRo, AUDYNRO, and yeah, I hope that you really like it. I love you very much. I'm really excited to be in my new apartment. It's making me feel very, very inspired. I just built a house the last couple days, and I think it came out really, really cool. If you'd like to see a preview of that build, it is over on my Twitter/X. You could find all of my links down below for my Minecraft YouTube, my brother's Minecraft YouTube, my Discord, Twitch, Twitter, everything down below, my book Instagram, which now that I'm moved, it's going to be a little slow because all my books are currently in boxes. But I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. I'm really very proud of you. You're amazing. I'll see you next time. Bye.